Hello everyone. In this lecture today, I'm going to talk to you about how the bacteria divides by the binary fission and what are the different phases involved in the bacterial growth curve. Let's first talk about bacterial cell division by the binary fission. So from the bacteria, let's say that this is a bacteria. As you can see in this bacteria, we have the nucleus, we have cytoplasm, we have cell wall, and this is the attachment site. So then what happens from this one bacteria, first step of the binary fission is the replication of the DNA, okay? So we have this one DNA here, and this particular DNA is replicated into another identical copy, and then we get replicated DNA. And in the next step, what happens is that this cross wall is formed, okay? The cross wall is formed, and the cytoplasm is halved into two different parts. And then finally, we get the two daughter cells, okay, two identical daughter cells from a single bacterial cell. This is called binary fission. So what is binary fission? As the name suggests, in binary fission, we start from one bacteria. This one bacteria gives rise to two bacteria. And from these one, we will get two more, okay, two each, okay. And so this kind of cell division is called binary fission, okay. So this kind of cell division leads in the exponential growth of bacterial numbers. So then what is bacterial growth curve? So whenever we put a bacteria in a fresh media containing the nutrients, okay, fresh media containing the nutrient, and the division of the bacteria occurs. The pattern the bacterial cell population follows over time, that is called bacterial growth curve. So what is a bacterial growth curve? Basically, it is a curve that is plotted between time and the log number of bacteria, okay? Log number of bacteria in y-axis and time in x-axis. So this kind of curve is called bacterial growth curve, okay? So bacterial growth curve is a growth of a bacterial population that follows a specific pattern over time. This is known as a growth curve. As I explained earlier, the growth curve is the curve that is plotted between the number of bacteria on y-axis, okay, on y-axis, number of bacteria, and on the x-axis, time. So this bacterial population follows a specific pattern over the time as shown here. So this phase here is called lag phase, this phase is called log phase, this is called stationary phase, and finally death or the decline phase. Now I'm going to talk in details about these different phases. Let's first talk about lag phase. So what happens in the lag phase and what is lag phase? The first phase of bacterial cell growth, okay, this phase, this is called the lag phase. So whenever we put bacteria into the fresh medium, okay, so it takes some time for the adjustment. It takes some time for the adjustment into the new media. In this phase, there is no increase in number of the bacterial cells. However, bacteria shows metabolism. Bacteria may undergo metabolism and the cell size may also increase, but cell number doesn't increase. So this phase is called lag phase. Lag phase is also called adaptation phase. So when we put new bacteria into the new culture media containing the nutrients, it takes some time for the bacteria to adjust into the new media. That's why this phase is called lag phase. In the graph, this particular phase is the lag phase. As you can see here there is no increase in number of bacterial cells, but rather the adaptation of the bacteria to the culture media. So what happens here, as I explained earlier, freshly cultured bacteria, they adjust to the media and the cells increase enzyme production. Okay, metabolism occurs, cells increase enzyme production, and also cell size increases. Okay, but the cell number does not increase. This is called lag phase or adaptation phase. The next phase in the bacterial growth curve is called exponential phase, exponential growth phase, or the log phase. Okay, exponential growth phase or the log phase. This phase here is called exponential growth phase or the log phase. So why this exponential growth phase or the log phase occurs? After the bacteria has adjusted it in the new media in the lag phase, the next phase is called log phase or the exponential growth phase. In this phase, the bacterial population doubles with each division. For example, after the bacteria exerts itself in the media, then it starts multiplying here, okay? From one bacteria, we get 2, and from these new 2, we get 4, and from these new 4, we then get 8, okay? And this way, the bacteria keeps on multiplying. Therefore, from n equals to 1 here, we have here n equals to 8. So exponentially, the number of bacteria increases in this phase because the bacteria starts to utilize the nutrients that is available in the media, and it starts to replicate here. And the replication results in the exponential increase in the number of bacteria in the log phase. Okay? So the next phase is the stationary phase. So what happens in the stationary phase? In the stationary phase, the number of the bacteria does not increase. So why the number of bacteria does not increase in the stationary phase? Because the number of newly formed bacteria, the number of newly produced bacteria is equals to number of dying bacteria, okay? Number of dying bacteria. That's why in the stationary phase, the cell number does not increase, it remains stable. So why this bacteria starts dying after some time? Because you remember in first, when we put the bacteria in the culture medium, it adjusts itself and starts growing, and after some times, the nutrients present in this media will be used up as the number of bacteria grows, okay? As the number of bacteria grows, the nutrients present in this medium, okay? Nutrients present in this medium will be used up. That's why, and not only this, another reason is that the toxic compound also starts building up. Because of these reasons, number of newly produced bacteria becomes equal to number of dying bacteria. Okay, so that means that the total number of bacteria remains stable or remains constant, does not increase with time. So basically, the population reaches its maximum as limited by its environment. So basically what? Lack of resources or the nutrients in the media, and also toxic waste products. Okay, so therefore this phase is called stationary phase. In the stationary phase, like I mentioned before, dying number is equal to the number of new bacteria produced by binary fission, hence the growth curve, okay, levels off. So then the final phase in the bacterial growth curve is called decline phase. So this phase here is called decline phase. Why this decline phase occurs? Okay, when the phase will decline, when the number of dying bacteria, okay, when the number of dying bacteria is more than number of newly formed bacteria, okay, number of newly synthesized bacteria by binary fission, okay, number of dying bacteria is more than number of newly synthesized bacteria. That results in the decline in total number of the bacteria over time. So why this decline phase occurs? Because due to the lack of nutrients and buildup of the toxic waste, okay, so basically when the nutrients is lacking, because as the time is passing, the nutrients will be used up by the bacteria, and hence the nutrients will be lacking, and there will also be the buildup of toxic waste, and that actually leads to death rate which is higher than the reproduction rate, and hence population starts to decline. Okay, so basically what happens in decline phase? In decline phase, death rate, okay, death rate is higher than the reproduction rate. Okay, death rate is higher than the reproduction rate. Therefore, the population of the bacteria starts declining.